Very good afternoon to all of you students. Today I will teach the topic that is pricing objectives and approaches. As discussed in Unit 3, uh, initially that we are studying here as a marketing mix second P, that is a price. Okay, and in Unit 2 we have studied about the first P, that is a product. So our second module, that is the pricing objectives and approaches. After, what is the objective of the pricing and the what approach you will adopt. After studying this topic, you will be able to know the different pricing objectives. What is the objectives? What is the different kind of objectives? Okay, then the development that have added to the importance of pricing decision, classify different pricing approaches. Okay, then the learning objective of this topic will be that will make you able to know the concepts of the situation that have pushed pricing to marketing enter stage. Pricing objectives: cost basis pricing approach, buyer based pricing approach, competition based pricing approach. There is a how many types of objectives? Basically there is a two type of that. One is general, and general is categorized in three types, that is a cost based, buyer based and competition based. So the introduction, that is the introductory part of the pricing objective and approaches. Ancient philosophers recognized the importance of price is an economic system, which you all of know. Why we are studying? Why we are taking a higher degree? Because we have a need and we just want to fulfill our need with money. We just want to earn the money because it makes our financial and economic condition. There is a you can say in the prospect of the business, there is a two type of activity. That one is economic activity and another one is a non-economic activity. You are doing the job, you are taking the degree, you are making the higher studies, and these are the economic activity. And if you are talking about the non-economic activity, then what is your mother doing for you? That is the best example. Okay, so ancient philosophers recognized the importance of price as an economic system. Some early written accounts refer to attempts to determine fair and justice prices. Price continues to serve as a means of regulating economic activity. So, traditionally, price has operated as the major determinants of buyer choices. ऐसा है. It is true, because in a consumer mental box, always price is click. इसकी price कम है, इसकी price ज़्यादा है. There is a brand reputation is same, but the price is different. The people, they just want to go with those products that have a less price. So you should make the price and you should make the objective and approaches according to the buyer and consumer behavior also, and what exactly they want and what their expectations which is from the marketplace. This is still case in the poorer economies with commodity type product. Price still remains one of the most important elements determining market share and profitability. Because you all of know if you just want to if you just want to fulfill your need, you have a different want in a market, and every then you will generate a product to fulfill because there is a number of kinds of product are available in a market, and according to your want and according to your availability power, you will fulfill your need, and the transaction will happen exchanging some values, and which stimuli the market, which stimuli the price of a product, and your desires to buy a particular product always increases when you know that this particular product has a less price. And if you are thinking about this according to the organization perspective, then price still remains one of the most important elements determining market share and profitability. Then the pricing objectives. Just as price is a component of the total marketing mix, which I have explained you, pricing objective also represents components of the organization overall objective. Pricing objectives vary from firm to firm. They can be classified into four major categories, which I have explained in a previous unit, that how organization manages always decided the customer value, the price of a product. Okay, then according to the firm to firm, according to your organization capability, organization size, organization quality, up to which extent you are maintaining your quality. Then first is they always classified into four major categories. First is a profitability objective. Okay, profitability objective, classical economic theory bases its conclusions on certain assumptions. It presumes that firms will behave rationally. Theorists expects that rational behavior will result in an effort to maximize gains, minimize losses. Their theory always like that, we will gain their expectations like that, we will gain the maximum profit on the minimum loss, over the minimum loss. Profits are a function of revenue and expenses. Profits equals to revenue minus expenses. Revenue is determined by the product selling price and the number of units sold. Total revenue is price and quantity, what quantity sold. आपके प्रोडक्ट का क्या प्राइस है, क्या क्वांटिटी सोल्ड हुई है, that is total revenue. Then according to the some specific organization always decides and always have an objective to gaining the revenue, to making the revenue according to their requirement and need. So the next thing that decide prices, that is a volume objective. Many marketers argue that the pricing behavior actually seeks to the maximize sale within a given profit constraints. They set a minimum acceptable profit level and then seek to maximize sale in the belief that the increased sales are more important than immediate high profits to the long run competitive picture. Such a firm continues to expand sales as long as the total profits don't drop below the minimum return acceptable to management. This is volume related objective, pricing objective. Market share objective sets, वो एक पर्टिकुलर गोल को सेट कर देते हैं कि टू कंट्रोल पोर्शन ऑफ द मार्केट फॉर द फर्म गुड आर सर्विसेज इन द मीटिंग कंपटीशन ऑब्जेक्ट. Third set of pricing objectives seeks simply to meet the competitor price. In many lines of business, firms set their own prices to match those of established industry prices leaders. These kinds of objective de-emphasizes the price elements of the marketing mix and focuses competitive relies more strongly on non-price variables than prestige objective. The final category of pricing objectives unrelated to either profitability or sales volume encompasses prestige objectives. क्योंकि अभी तक आपने जो भी पढ़ा, उनकी रेवेन्यू, उनकी कॉस्ट, उनके प्रॉफिट, मिनिमम loss or maximum profit is the objective of setting the price, but prestige objective is entirely different from rest of the threes. Okay, so prestige pricing establish a relatively high prices to develop to maintain an image of quality and exclusiveness that appeals to status conscious consumers. Okay, premium class के लिए if you are making any product and you just want to make they always prefer the quality, they don't prefer the price. If you are making any such kind of product, they always follow the hygienes, they always follow the quality of your product. Okay, so general pricing approaches. General pricing approaches basically categorized in three parts, that is cost based approaches, buyer based approaches, competition based approaches, which I have explained you. The price the firm will be somewhere between on that is too low to produce a profit, one that is too high to produce demand. There is a basically approaches cost based, buyer based and competition based. Cost based. Cost based, the simplest pricing method is cost plus or markup pricing, adding a standard markup to the cost of the product. वो अब एक स्टैंडर्ड मार्कअप बना देते हैं कि प्रोडक्ट का ये होना चाहिए, कॉस्ट शुड बी लाइक दैट. There can be some advantage and disadvantage which involve a cost based approach. It covers all the cost. It designed to provide from the origin of the particular product, और वो जहाँ तक कंज्यूम होता है जिस तरीके से how they are maintaining their value chain, suppliers, distributors, retailers, किस तरीके से what process has been done to making a product, then involve all the cost, and according to that they decide the cost of a product. It covers all the cost. It designed to provide the target rate of margin. It generally a rational and widely expected method. Disadvantage: the cost calculation are based on a predetermined activity, which is not good. Varies from this essential level, the cost may vary, rendering this method, this is not realistic method, it is unrealistic method, so it is not so effective method. If the cost of the firm are higher than its competitor, this method would render the firm passive in relation to price. Then buyer based approach. An increasing number of firms are basing their prices on the product perceived value. Perceived value, pricing users buyer perception of value, not the seller cost as the key price. Then the competition based. Buyer based में you always making some segments, premium class के बना रहे हैं, economic class के बना रहे हैं, low class के लिए product बना रहे हैं, and according to that you will set the goal. Which we have discussed is the prestige issues are like that. If some people they are belonging from the premium class, they always focuses on the quality of a product. They don't prefer the price of a product. Okay, and if you are talking about the economy and middle class people, they always prefer price of a product. So according to the class and segments, you will make a product and you will decide the price of it. The consumer base, what the consumer need, what they want, you should know the requirement and need of a consumer, and according to this is a बहुत basic चीज़ हो गई है. Like you can take the example of water. बहुत ही basic need है, and if you started to buying water and distillery water and all these things, it doesn't matter if anybody they have a need that a thirst is a very बहुत कस के उनको प्यास लगी, बहुत तेज उन्हें प्यास आई, so definitely what happened, definitely they will buy this particular product. Like you can take the example of medicines. Nobody, either they are belonging from the middle class, either they are belonging from the premium class, either they are belonging from the lower class, it doesn't matter. Medicine is the primary requirement of a people. If the people they are ill, either they are belonging from the middle, premium and the lower class, so they will pay the money. Okay, so the competition based pricing, many firms follow the dominant competitors, particularly the price leader, in setting the price advantage of this method. It is very simple method, follows the main market trend, hold